What up, Doobie?
How we living, bro?
We're living, man. Get this show going, baby. You know I'm Jack. You know I'm Jack. We got a wedding tomorrow. We got a brisket on the smoker, man. We got ribs with some Redneck Chef Boudreaux on it. You know, I got him on here, man. Let's get some sponsors. Woo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, I feel like I'm finally starting to get the hang of like the fading of the music there, man. That thing's touchy. That soundbar is touchy.
It is, man. I'm glad it's you that has to mess with it.
Oh, man, it wouldn't be you. I see you're at the home studio. If I'd have known that, I would have made you be the guy. That's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Bro, man. I've gone back to back. I got me an hour nap, bro. I'm feeling good, but got up at 2:00, did my pork loins, did my my oh so famous smoked meatloaf, and then
meatloaf.
I was letting my meatloaf all morning long. I get back, got a wedding tomorrow. My gift to them was a brizzy, so I got a brizzy on there, a rack of ribs, man. I'm going back to back. I feel good. I think I'm ready to keep going. I might just do another brisket after the wedding tomorrow.
Why not, man?
I mean,
go for a 3-piece.
I mean, when you're using like some good lump charcoal, man, just send everything, right?
Hey, man. It all starts with a good fire, man. And when you have a nice lump to get her started, man, it makes a world of a difference.
And when your fire survives a thunderous downpour for about 15, 20 minutes, yeah, you're just like, well, I've been through this. Might as well keep it going.
Yeah, man.
Dude, did I tell you about the rib prices today up here in Ohio right now?
Yeah, you told me you're getting some screaming deals, man.
Baby back ribs. I have like a 5-pound rack of baby backs on right now that cost me $12.
That's ridiculous, man.
I
think baby backs are still for like a 2-pack now, and they used to come in 3-packs. Now they're coming in 2-packs, and the 2-packs are running like $50 still.
Yeah, man. I got 3 racks for 30. God bless pork. That's all I can say. Because I mean, I don't ever sell ribs. I'm not comfortable selling them, but I'll eat the shit out of a rack of ribs when I'm doing all this work. I like to throw me a rack on there and just play around with some stuff. Like I said, the guy we got in the waiting room, I definitely wanted to play with some of his seasonings. Out of everything he used, guess which rub I used on the ribs?
The Pitmaster.
Rib rub, duh. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. Come on, man. Layup, bro. Layup.
Oh, man.
You were like wide open in the end zone, and I threw it and hit you in the numbers, and you went like this and biffed it. Oh, man. No, that rib rub's really good, man. I like the color it gives. I definitely like that it gives the color. So I'm pretty excited for that. It was like at 155, 160. So I got a couple more hours on it, but I'm pretty excited to have a rack of ribs tomorrow and tonight. Maybe tonight. We'll see. But yeah, man, super excited for the show. I use some willow seasoning.
Yeah, man, that high elevation, man.
Oh, I use that high elevation. I'm on like my 3rd bottle of it. I use it as my base on everything. But the pork loins were no, my meatloaf had the sweet heat mixed with it. I alternate it. I go with last week I did the sweet smoke. I've done sweet heat. I've done the Memphis. I like that. I like how all his stuff pairs well with his high elevation because it's like really salty on that. But you can go with like the sweeter heater. Like it's a good like salt and sugar mix. I think it works pretty well.
Yeah, man. You get that sweet and savory profile going.
For sure.
All of his rubs you could probably mix together pretty easily, man.
Oh, I bet if you would just do, how some people say like you can mix like 15 different blends to make the rub. I bet if you took a healthy mix of all his lineup, maybe not the feisty lime, but maybe the feisty lime to give it like an extra profile, I bet it would be all right.
It'd be a pretty awesome profile, I think. Like if you did a little bit of each one, went a little bit lighter on the SPG even.
Yeah. Right.
Mix.
I know that you probably are going to have to dip out here early to get on the road, I'm assuming. Is that correct?
Yeah, I probably got like 30 minutes.
Okay. He's got 30 minutes.
40 minutes.
Well, I'm happy to have you for those 30 minutes here, man. I know we got a full waiting room here. We even got Grubs came on and came on the house. So he wasn't in the pre-show, but we got him. We got the Rev. We got Redneck Chef Boudreaux. We got Nombre. His name for this show is hilarious. You're going to like that. We got John Z. Let's go ahead and bring the boys in, all right?
Let's bring them in.
The dudes of the round table. We got Grubs. We got John Z. We got Still Cooler Than John Z. We got Redneck Chef Boudreaux. And we got the Rev. White Trash. What up? All right, hang
What's
on.
going on?
Let me switch you around here, Grubs. There we go. Hang on, let me get rid of that brand. All right, how we doing, fellas? How we doing?
Get rid of that. Doing good. How y'all?
Good.
Doing good, man. It's Friday. Let's rock and roll.
It is Friday, mother effing day.
Yeah.
1 week. Hey, Grubs. Next week, man. This time I'm gonna be on my way down to kick Tina Cannon's ass at South Carolina. Hey, yeah.
Someone's excited.
Yeah. Party now.
Yeah.
Who's got the bird?
That would be a child. That was a child.
Who's it?
That's an 8-year-old chasing a dog right now.
Oh, okay. My bad on calling your kid a bird. It sounded like a bird, like
a toucan. Yeah, totally does. I'm aware.
Grubs, do I have a chance to beat Tina Cannon next weekend?
Do what?
Do I have a chance to beat Tina Cannon next weekend?
He like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
Yeah, no, I got my hearing aid in, but somebody didn't pick it up. You said Miss Tina Cannon next weekend?
Yeah, can I beat her?
Oh, yeah, I think you can. If you got to throw something slick. It depends on who's judging. You got to throw something slick at her, man.
Well, let's just say I got some people coming through, and I may or may not make sure they're on the judging panel. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Whoa. Also, you had down Miss Tina's place you cook?
No, it's at South Carolina University.
Oh,
tailgate party.
Nice.
Tailgating.
Well, that's a neutral ground, man. You might get something pulled out, but it's a neutral ground. Because if he was coming down to Noonan, it'd be no damn way
Oh, yeah. She'd probably host me at the local Kiwanis. Yeah.
Yeah.
The VFW.
Yeah, no, she's always speaking at the Kiwanis Club, so I definitely would not go there for a challenge. I'd be like, yeah, no, that's home cooking. So, Mr. Chef Boudreaux, Mr. Brad, how we doing, sir?
We're doing great, man. How y'all doing?
Man, real good. Thanks for coming on.
Man.
Thanks for coming on here and hanging out, man. It's probably a long time coming. I know we had you on a pre-recorded question for Myron. And I think Leanne, both.
Yeah.
Myron and Leanne, both. So.
Yeah.
But now you're the guest of honor here tonight, man. So congratulations. Wow. You've officially made it. You've made it in this world. You're a big deal now. You can go in the Hall of Fame. I
appreciate it. Cheers, fellas.
All the trillions that watches know who you are now.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're going to find out you're the crazy bastard they all thought you were.
Well, yeah. Y'all watch out. I think my dad's watching it. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll behave then.
Yeah.
I changed for no man. He should have been warned.
Well, I'll give you $5 if you change for me.
He knows me, so I'm not worried.
Yeah. Hey, Nombre, I got 5 on it too, bud.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Pascucci. What up, Tom?
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Hello,
Hey,
dude.
let's take a second to recognize John C's mustache game going on there.
It's looking rather impressive. Johnsy, I'm not gonna lie. The Raleigh fingers looks good on you.
Yeah,
Even
Yeah.
with the flavor saver, and all that,
Nasty,
man.
brother.
Oh, you can dip that thing in some sauce.
Yeah.
You can put some of the man. You can put some branch sauce in that, twist it up, man. It was on hold. Yeah, like,
Johnsy, can I get you a top hat and a cape, and you can tie someone to the railroad tracks with that mustache, bro?
Bro, I would.
He's a monocle.
If a monocle, a cape, and a top hat show up, that photo will be on the internet as promised. Right.
Challenge accepted.
We're all shopping Amazon for those items.
Yeah.
Put him on Johnsy's wish list. Let's go.
Who knew? All I had to do was split, and everybody would forget about old Milty.
Oh no.
We didn't forget. We're just gonna add more aliases to you.
All these characters.
Yeah, he's
got a
gonna be
bunch of
like
alter
that
egos.
multiple personality guy. You know.
Oh man. So Rev, what'd you throw down this weekend other than laminated pasta for breakfast?
You know, this is moving weekend at the state college up here. So I've been at work for, 18 hours straight a day, aside from the Cub Scout meeting. I've made about 6,000 pizzas. Like by hand.
No thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Sure do.
I'd rather trim like 30 briskets. Oh man.
Oh.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds about like trimming 30 briskets. Yeah, I did one today, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was the worst hack job of a trim. For even my standards, it was bad.
Use a lawnmower blade.
I mean, what's nice is about 4 hours into the cook, I had some nice little crumbly sticking up that I could rip off and sample, so I wasn't that mad about how bad I did it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta leave them little nuggets like that'll be good in about 4 hours. I'll rip that bitch right off like jerky. Let's go. Grubs, you do that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hey,
I took all my brisket trimming so just yesterday, man, and cooked down a pot of tallow. I got it in the refrigerator down in the basement. I got to filter it, and then I'm gonna put it in some jars. But it adds up for a while, man. Cooking with tallow is just, since I've started doing it, is unbelievable for all the shit you can do it with, man. It really is, you know.
I've been using my brisket trimmings a lot for fire starter and to get it going really hot to get the, like, if I want a piece of the fire that's not really caught on that side of the fire pit yet, I'll throw a slab of that brisket fat on there and that bitch will be on fire in 5 seconds and it's the best smell in the world.
Yeah, but it is popping and spitting and, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I knew a girl like that one time.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, Grubs, what do you use to filter your tallow?
I got nothing.
I got a couple of different filters, but I use 175 micron filter when I do the tallow. Nice. So, yeah, because I got 220 microns, and you got some all the way down to 25. But I wanted the oil to flow through without backing up, and it just kept the chunk. Because there's little pieces of meat that are in the bottom of that. That's why I got it cooling off. You don't want that in there because that can take that shit rancid, So you want the pure oil out of it, and so I let it get solid, then I heat it up a little bit, and all the bad shit's down the bottom, and heat it up just enough where it's a liquid. And even then, I don't have to filter a whole lot, but you still want to filter. You want to keep everything out of it that's in the bottom of the pot, or it's going to get funky.
Get funky.
It will. Yeah, you don't want no funky tallow in your groceries, man.
If you look up deep fat fryer filtration, they have different systems that are pumps where it's a little metal box that has hoses that you plug into the wall, and it has a bunch of different kinds of filters that you can just stick one filter progressively finer by the microns, and you just stick one end in it and another in a collection jar, and it'll do it for you.
Wow. Well, my filters are cloth. They come from the Magical Butter Machine Company, and they work, just as fine because you can wash them and whatever you got to do with them when you get done with them. But it is messy. There's no doubt about it. You ain't no way you wear gloves, but you still got a mess to clean up, filter and handling that, the oil and shit. So, but it's worth it, man, because the flavor it imparts is unbelievable. It really is. I'm doing onion soup this weekend, and the onions will start in tallow. That's the base of the soup, So, I mean, nice. You can't go wrong with that. Yeah.
Sounds real good. That sounds real good.
Never had it.
Yeah. That sounds good.
So, Redneck Chef Boudreaux, I saw you over there munching on some shit. What are you over there sneaking little snacks of?
These are something that a friend of mine makes. It's jalapeno and cheese boudin balls. Then it's wrapped around with fresh andouille sausage, and then it's breaded in panko breadcrumbs, and I fried them. He calls them gator eggs.
Did you season the panko breadcrumbs in your with your Pitmasters blend?
I wanted to, but he's got so much seasoning in that boudin and so much seasoning in the sausage. I just fried them, and that's all they needed.
Hey, I like to season my breadcrumbs. I'm sorry, what was that, Johnsy? What was that, Johnsy?
That's why it says chef in his name there.
Oh, yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
For the record, it also says redneck before that, but just
for
the record.
Hey.
Well, that's why
ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, white trash Mike up here with the coolest hat ever.
But that name's deceiving because this guy's so knowledgeable. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Nombre's lying to everyone again.
He likes to live in the abyss, Nombre. He likes to live in the shadows.
Abyss. The abyss of the white trash.
He's just slowly creating this enigma that is white trash Rev.
What, man? We live in a trailer park.
I'm here for it. I have no problem with it.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Next weekend, I'm gonna make some experimental sausages.
Okay.
And I got a battle of the hot. One of them is gonna be this one. Y'all might be familiar with this.
Oh,
yeah, buddy, right there.
All right. I'm gonna put it up against this, and they're both gonna be smoked sausages. This is Smoke Brothers, but it's buffalo season, and then all behind a little mild one to come in behind it. I got a big old fat butt. I'm gonna do 3 small batches.
Yeah, look at that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 pound batches of smoked sausage, one with each of one, and I'm gonna have our little samples about yay big. I'm gonna put some posts out to people at work, local restaurant and shit, and have them taste them. Tell me what they think, because I think you can make a pile of smoked sausage hot like that, and people will love it, man. I really do. So
the jalapeno cheddar's always been a hit.
Sausage, man. Yeah.
I mean, some people don't want spice up, but the people that do like it. Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to make you got to raise your cat and go like this hot, when you're eating it, but enough to where you want another bite and chase it with a little cold beer or something. Eat it. So
we got a good one here for you.
It'll be fun. That's next week.
Look at that.
Blueberry habanero sausage.
Ooh,
that's a combo.
A little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat.
Oh yeah.
That's like roast apple.
Y'all know Mr. The Sausage Sensei. That guy, you follow him. Them flavors he's got going on is some crazy stuff, man.
I'm still waiting on him to do the apple cranberry pecan sausage. He hasn't done it yet.
I'm waiting for the New England clam chowder sausage we talked about. I want to see him do that.
Oh man, dude, I think you need to do that.
Maybe.
Oh wow, he found it. BT Lee, he found us on Twitch.
Whoa,
that's 3 weeks in a row we've had a legitimate Twitch. Let's take a moment and applaud ourselves for that. Good job, boys. We're making it. Yeah, do a breakfast sausage. Yeah. Look at this dude crew. Massel in the house. Okay. Goddamn peppers and jams in the house. What's up, Casey? Who is What did we fell in love with her from someone. Who was on here was telling us about it?
Grubs.
Grubs. Yeah, Grubs. You're the one telling us.
I'm gonna go make an order after the show right now. I reached out to her last weekend. She was out of pickled jalapenos or candy jalapenos.
Goddamn peppers and jams.
Oh yeah, man. It's got it going on, man. I'm doing a pork tenderloin on the grill tomorrow. As a matter of fact, the soup's gonna be done on Sunday, but it'll be one. But I'm gonna try something different on it. You know, I did the raspberry ghost or strawberry ghost on the pork loin, but she's got the pineapple habanero. I'm gonna try it this time, because I'm gonna try some of that little feisty lime on the pork tenderloin. I'm gonna grill it and then put some of the pineapple habanero on top of it, jam, and see how that goes. You know.
Pineapple habanero is money. Pineapple habanero.
That's her right there. Miss Casey, right there. Making cowboy candy this weekend.
Nombre, which one?
Yeah, we're all caught up.
Hey.
Come again, John?
Which one were you looking at?
I was gonna buy some jam from her and candied jalapenos at Cowboy Candy. And she's making some this weekend, so I'll just make one big order.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that cowboy candy.
Yeah,
it's good. You put it on some cream cheese, a Ritz cracker, hallelujah, call it a day. Hamburgers, hot dogs.
Brisket,
hot dogs.
Here lately, I've been on a kick making pineapple jalapeno margaritas, and I think that would go great with that.
Oh yeah.
Use that as a rib for your salt, bro. I bet that's delicious.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hey, Will is in the house. Hey, this guy here, he did jalapeno poppers the other day, but he also mixed pineapple in with the cream cheese before he wrapped it in the bacon.
Okay.
And it looked real good.
That sounds good.
When I was a kid, that seemed like that was a snack. You know, cream cheese and pineapple together. And I mean, that was like a treat. And you'd have some crackers at like the holidays or something. I can't remember, but just seemed as a kid growing up in the project, that was like a big deal to have that as a snack, you know, cream cheese and pineapple. And just to have it on a cracker was like, damn, we was blessed that day, you know. So
I didn't like cream cheese growing up. As I got older, I inquired flavors for it, like black olives. I like it now. I can go.
No, Bray, I'm gonna buy you like a coffee maker or something, so you're not using those friggin' K cups, and I'm gonna give you some custom coffee.
I use it because I'm the only one that drinks coffee. There's no need to make a whole pitcher.
I got a guy who imports coffee, and he sent me a bunch of green coffee beans that we hand roasted here at the house and aged in specialty liquors, dude.
I tell you, man.
Yeah,
you're right.
Let me guess.
You got your hands in a little bit of everything, bro. It's amazing.
Let me guess, Rev. It was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, probably. And we did up like it was 4 different green coffee beans from Nicaragua, Colombia, Ethiopia, and Mexico. And they all had different varying roast times. And then we aged them after we took all the chaff off, because you have to peel them. We aged them in Gavire. It's basically mead that's been distilled and then re-aged with some of the original flavors. And we made our own coffee.
Why not?
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Only takes about a day.
Have you tried smoking green coffee beans?
I sure have. And it depends on what kind of coffee beans, because every different bean has a different acidity level. And once you smoke it, it imparts flavor, but you still have to roast it because they're still green. So depending on how you smoke it and what kind of equipment you use is whether you need to roast it again. And you still have to go through the dechaffing process to get all the flakes off. So you're imparting different layers of flavor depending on the bean, acidity level, and how dark you want them roasted.
All right. Makes sense. Blue Mountain.
I wouldn't know how to approach it.
Blue Mountain coffee is the best out of Jamaica, by the way.
I'll just send you a bag of coffee, Tony.
It's the best I've ever had. I'd like to. If there's better than that, I'd be a happy man. I'll leave it at that. So, hey, Mr. Chef Boudreaux, sir, Redneck guy. So, man, when did you start your business, and where did there's got to be a background? Did you come up with the recipes? Where did the recipes come from? And does it kind of identify your style of cooking and not only what you grew up with, but where you're from in your part of Texas? And what and what region of Texas are you?
Well, that's a great question. The business we started in 2020. COVID being locked up here at the house, and Redneck Chef came out. It started off as a joke. I mean, having a few drinks out in the yard cooking, and but people kept coming over and going, "Dang, what'd you put on here? What'd you do to this? What'd you do to that?" And so my wife and I got talking, and she said, you need to bottle this stuff, man, and get it out there for sale. And so we looked around and found some people that will, but some of the seasonings, started off with ideas that growing up with my grandfather and my dad, spent a lot of time around smokers and barbecue pits and just outdoor cooking in general, hunting and fishing and cooking what we caught and killed, and of course barbecuing for people. The flavors. I was born and raised in Central Texas. Now I kind of live in South Central Texas. But yeah, a lot of chili powder, little cumin, black pepper, little cayenne pepper. And then we grew up using oak and mesquite wood to cook with, and that's what I still use today.
Do you use more oak or more mesquite?
I use more oak for the heat and a little bit of the flavor. I put a little bit of mesquite in there to get the flavor in there, but I don't put a ton of mesquite in there because people that aren't used to it, it kind of upsets their stomach.
It's too pungent.
So yeah. So just a light use of it. But nombre, I'm sure you the same way. You use a lot of oak and a little mesquite.
Yeah. Now that I'm older, now I get heartburn. I don't know if it's been 30 plus years of getting that mesquite in my body. Yep. That's all we're fueled by. We didn't buy charcoal growing up. No, there's a pile over there we cut 4 months ago. Put a little bit in there and then the pit and light it up.
Yep.
So it's a long time of mesquite, long time. And I liked how you acknowledged that you're in North Central South Texas. You just didn't claim South Texas. So
yeah, big difference. Yeah, San Antonio is not South Texas, but it's the northern tip of South Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yep. It's amazing to me that the more we get into Texas, the more that there's this. How many different flavor profiles and as far as regions are there in Texas? 10?
Well, it's not just that. It's that they don't want to claim anybody else. So they're like basically having their own civil war inside of Texas, but want to talk crap on everybody, all these other states.
That is true. And, and actually Kenneth Cunningham from North Texas Barbecue Addicts kind of confirmed that because he was like in a group and he's like, it isn't really North Texas. So he just created his own Facebook group and now they have their own. It's interesting.
It's like the barbecue stuff in Texas, like sectioned off like gangs in another state. Like, is it that serious? It's starting to seem kind of crazy over there.
I don't think so. I think there's a lot more of us checking out each other's flavor profile. You got people trying out, But when Tony said how many flavor profiles, there's a lot. Because just here in South Texas, like when you get to Galveston, there's a lot of the Polacks influences. That's just 3 hours from where I live.
Easy. Did he just throw out Polak like it was candy?
But he did.
Yeah,
he did.
Straight up.
There's
a lot of it.
Hey,
come on, we're better than that.
My bad.
We were,
but
we're better than that. We were.
So
that's the dumbest seasoning ever. All that dumb Polak seasoning over there.
Hey, No, because without them, we wouldn't have kielbasa, and that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Pierogies too. Pierogies. That's a.
Pierogies.
That's killer. Right.
You know what? Yeah. That's one of the great things about food. Every nationality brings something to the table that everybody else can use, and yeah, us Texans, yeah, we do get a little edgy about our barbecue and our cooking, but realistically, you know, I look at it this way. I watch you guys, and I watch a ton of other people, and I'm like, okay, I like what he did. I like what she did. I want to try that. And, you know, I get out there and play. I don't just say, hey, this is the way I've been doing it. This is this. And no. And I've learned so much over the years just by doing that. You know, I got the basics from my dad and my grandfather, but I've learned so much, especially in the last, say, 5 to 6 years. I've learned so much.
Right.
I'm totally in agreement of flavor profiles.
We were this close.
That life's too short just to be like, because down here you'll hear salt, pepper, garlic, salt, pepper, garlic. Mm-hmm. That's cool. But you know, like, no, that's all you need. Don't buy that. It's like, man, all you need is water, but we don't drink that by itself. And I say that all the time.
Yes.
Like there's just so much out there. Why would you just restrict yourself to salt, pepper, garlic? You know?
Yeah. Well, now they're interviewing all the Texas top 10s and things like that, and they're finding out that people are using a lot more than just a SPG.
Yep.
You know, they do it, they layer it in certain ways in certain spots, and
food,
you know, they have different blends, you know, so.
And if you taste the food, you can tell it's not just salt.
Yeah.
No. You know, I mean, it's a salt, pepper, garlic base, maybe, but it's not just salt, pepper, garlic.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody tweaks it to their own flavor profile. You know?
But when you layer it like that, you got to be really concerned 1, 2, or 3 seasons using and the level of salt each one has, or sugar, because then all of a sudden it becomes overpowering that one thing, because they all got salt and sugar in them. You know, so I mean, that's a big deal to be careful to layer it. And you want that different taste on the end besides salt and sugar. You want that finished taste. And if you can get those 3 or 2 or 3, whatever you mix, but you got to be careful, man. I mean, I've done it a couple of times tasting. The worst it is the salt, you know, and some of the sugar.
Most sodium levels are so high in everything.
When I talk about them layering it differently, I mean some of those top 10 joints, they don't even pre-mix all their rubs. They lay their black pepper on first, and then they hit it with the kosher salt, and then they hit it with the little sprinkle of paprika. Instead of blending all these rubs, they have it all set up to where they know exactly how much of each thing that they want, and they put their seasoning on that way without even making a rub, because they feel like you get more of an even spread of all the seasonings that way. You know, they have more.
And if it works,
I mean, sometimes when you mix the rubs, you know, the bottom half of the bottle is going to be mixed this much of a ratio, and the top half is going to be mixed this. So sometimes if you're not remembering to shake your bottles and mix them real well before you use them, you're not going to get the same ratio every time.
Right.
You know, and that's like a little things like that people don't always think of add up to giving you more of a consistent product. Like,
remember,
sometimes people wonder, why didn't I use the same rub both times and they tasted totally different? Are you shaking your rub? Are you making sure that it's mixed right before you use them? I mean, there's things you have to think about sometimes that you don't always think about.
But it probably even matters what type of. I mean, if you put A on the bottom the first time, then B on top, the next time you put B on the bottom, then A, it's going to be different. You know, because some of the outside stuff's going to come off where it's closer to the meat, it'll stick a little bit to hang out longer. You know.
Yeah, those guys have their weights and the different layers of flavor to an exact science, depending on what they're making. It's actually really impressive.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's like whenever I'm doing my brisket, when I'm like the last one I did today, the one I got in there now, it's got like the willow seasoning, high elevation. I do that first because I want the salt to go down into the meat, and then I do the sweet one on top of that because I know that's going to help form like the crust and stuff like that. And then that's going to like what you like, which will hold and turn black, which will flavor in with your meat. So yeah, I agree. It's definitely like I don't think it would work the other way.
And the second one's got sugar in it too, which is going to add to that bark more sugar than the other one has. So you put that on the top, because that's what's going to cook on the outside and get that. That's what you want, that bark, from the sugar cooking on there.
I'm glad that I did it right.
I want a piece. You got a piece to eat right now?
I tell you what,
I need brisket and a piece of white bread.
I got a whole pork loin and half a meatloaf over here in the oven. I would gladly start throwing it through the screen to all you guys because it's got
not the meatloaf. That ain't gonna happen. So we won't go into that one.
The pork loin's for you, bro.
Not meatloaf.
I'm gonna convert you back to meatloaf after you have a meatloaf, man.
I've got some gator eggs sitting here, Grubs.
Oh, now them look delicious. I mean, I wouldn't want any of my shit. I'd take one of them right now, though.
Beverage, you stopped him in his tracks.
No, I got a Yingling Light.
Okay.
Hey, Sunday morning when I woke up and I went to the coffee pot, there's a letter next to that. It was a resignation letter from my liver. And it's like, dude, you gotta get it together, Grubs. I mean, you mistreat me and shit, I'm fixing to quit on you. So I said, well, all right, I ain't gonna have no liquor for a few weeks, put it down to the side. I don't want my liver to quit and move out on me,
I haven't had any Cleveland whiskey in like a week or two. That's why I haven't made any cocktails. It's been too hot. It's been too hot for liquor.
Oh, that's the real thing, folks.
Turkey season rib shaker. I think we could. There we go. I was going to create a whole lineup.
I got a barbecue season. Hell yeah!
Challenge accepted.
Love.
That'd be sick. Let's do this.
You got seasoning, Grubs?
Yeah, I've been doing it a long time, but lately I got so much stuff I've gotten in the mail. I ain't made nothing in 3 years, basically, damn near, But I got some. I got 3 of them that I use all the time. I've had my recipe book for. We got Grubs. We got Mountain Magic.
Everyone's pulling out. Johnsy, we're losers.
Hey, and just so everybody knows, I'm on my phone, so it's not as easy to switch.
I like to try that one.
Pitmasters Choice. Not wine coolers, and number is lame.
It was up to for wine coolers. Jesus.
Bartles are James.
Oh, man.
I love it, dude. Oh, man.
So Brad, what was your first seasoning? What was the first one that you signed off on? Yeah.
Pitmasters Choice.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my main go-to. Good on steaks. I put it on my briskets. I've actually had a guy that was he's got a cook-off team, and they placed 9th place in ribs with Pitmasters Choice at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and he was 9th out of 265. So, yeah, pretty proud of that one.
And to answer that question, yeah, he is swinging it.
So the obviously your Pitmaster is probably your first. What was the second then? Because then I should have known that was going to be the first.
Yeah, rib rub.
Rib rub,
then the Yardbird.
I got the rib rub working as we speak. I got that rib rub working.
Got my 3 basic ones out and went from there.
All right. I'm excited. That rib rub's good, man. I like the redness to it. It needs good color, especially like in a comp. If you're doing the comp trail, I think like that redness to your seasoning is like really good for, with that nice red buttery barbecue sauce glaze finish. That's probably some really good color.
I tell you what, I'm really proud of it. And I tried something new the other day. I took a small baby back rib rack or baby backs and smothered them in mayonnaise, and then I put the rib rub on top of that. And I was shocked at the way they turned out. It was one of the best racks I've made in a long time.
Wow.
And the seasoning, I mean, the mayonnaise melted down and the seasoning hit the meat, and it still came out looking really good. Got that color on them. But then I did a couple of racks of beef ribs this last weekend, and didn't do the mayonnaise thing on it, but just the beautiful red mahogany color on there, man. And then not to mention it gives a great flavor.
Yeah. Gotta love the color, man. When you have the right color just sets it off, When you hit that color, boom,
You eat with your eyes.
Yeah, to start with, until you got to chew like chute leather or some shit. But you start with your eyes and finish the other way because it can be the most beautiful thing in the world. And you go, damn, what the hell happened to that? So you got to at least finish that last bite on the back end.
That's what I used to do.
I've cooked some of the prettiest racks of ribs and then tried to bite into them and went, good God, what did I do wrong?
I've had some that look like absolute shit that tasted really, really good too.
Yeah. I've had a couple of briskets that came out and I went, what the heck? But then you cut into them and juices started flowing and you start eating and it's like, oh God.
Yes, I know. Mm-hmm. Juice start flowing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man. On that note, I gotta go finish up making my pickles and everything for tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and skip out.
Take care,
dude. See you guys soon.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Later, dudes.
Bye.
Doobie.
Bye, Doobie.
He ain't gonna go do nothing with pickle. He go smoke himself a doobie.
Yeah.
Liar.
Yeah. We nailed that. We nailed that. So
He's
what's all the dudes grilling this weekend? Fair question. Rev, start with you.
I haven't really decided yet, man. I'm gonna see what's on. I'm gonna see what's on sale at the Safeway and after work tonight, and then go from there. Probably, I'm thinking dino ribs. They had them on sale today, so we're gonna make some Fred Flintstones.
Okay.
Like that.
Nombre?
I'm hoping tomorrow make some lamb ribs.
Ooh.
Sunday, I'm hoping to make smoke pork ribs and maybe a pork belly on the open fire on the also door rack. I don't know. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll see.
Grub?
I need to cut the grass first.
Yeah, you gotta cut that grass. Gotta get it video
Don't
ready.
cut the grass. Don't cut the grass. People will see the car parts, bro.
Grubs, what are you grilling this weekend?
I got a pork tenderloin going on tomorrow, and I'm doing some onion soup on Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I'm just gonna do it because y'all talking about them pierogies. See, my pork tenderloin. That's what's going with that. Pierogies and onions on the side. And then of course some tomatoes and cucumbers because they're still fresh up here. So you got to throw that in there.
Grubs, you should do those Russian kebabs we were talking about on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
The what?
Shish kebabs.
Do those Russian kebabs we were talking about on Tuesday.
The shashlik?
Yeah,
that's good shit, man.
Sure is. I couldn't remember how to pronounce it, dude.
He's like, my Russian's off. Like, yeah,
right.
The other language.
But look, I know a restaurant is. If you happen to go to Moscow and Hotel Ukrainian, I know how to tell you to get to a restaurant that serves it really, really well. But I don't know if that's a real place to visit right now.
No, unless you're Dennis Rodman, he's the only one.
I'll go to Russia right now.
Grinding can stay over there.
Johnsy, what are we grilling this weekend?
I don't have any plans, man. I'm kind of out of ideas. I haven't pulled anything out yet. I'm not sure.
Ideas, feed yourself, and they'll come to you.
Yeah.
We got floating around, Johnsy. Let's kick around some ideas, bro.
Yep.
Oh, I got every cut of pork in my freezer because I butcher a pig every year, and I'll go pick something up if you throw something crazy at me. I don't know. I mean, as long as I'm capable of doing it.
Get some pork belly, smoke it, cut it thick, and you'll have pork belly sandwiches, the BLTs.
See, I've wanted to do pork belly tacos. I haven't done that. I've done pork belly a bunch of different ways, but those pork belly tacos look way too good. But pork belly sandwich is good too.
Yeah,
pork belly's just good. Yeah, pork belly's just good, man.
Hombre, when you're cooking, are you talking about like cooking it like style, like until it's tender?
Yeah, well, yeah. That way you take that bite. There's no, you're not pulling out your bacon and tomato, your lettuce, whatever.
Yeah.
You can make a pork belly pizza. Just follow my video on TikTok.
So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check that video out.
Nombre is always doing some wild shit, man. That was good,
freaking good, dude.
I
appreciate it.
As soon as I saw that video, I've wanted to do that.
Yeah, that was
just got to be patient because that's a long process to get that piece of meat up.
Oh, I bet.
But it looked amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, what are you grilling this weekend?
Well, tomorrow night, gonna do some New York strips with some vegetables. And Sunday, I'm thinking about maybe making some Wagyu boudin.
Nice.
Wagyu beef boudin. Not quite sure just yet, but tomorrow during the day, I'm going to be making an appearance at a meat market in Brenham, Texas. Brenham Quality Meats.
Nice.
And then hopefully get home in time. We can grill up some New York strips that I got from a good friend of mine down in Corpus this morning. Moody's Quality Meats down there in Corpus, man. I tell you what, these are some beautiful New York strips. I can't wait to show them. That's also where I picked up these gator eggs.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
We love gator eggs.
Hey, I got a question for Redneck real quick, if that's all right. Before
Shoot.
we bounce out.
Nope.
What one of your rubs are you most proud of? That it's like when it came together or just blew it out of the park, wasn't what you expected when you first started? What, you know?
That's a great question. I'm gonna have to say my Pitmasters Choice, because the basis of it came from my grandfather, and I tweaked it over the years. And when it came back from my co-packer, and I opened the first bottle up, and of course you just stick your finger in there. It brought a tear to my eye, because it was like, holy cow, this really came to fruition.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
I know that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you.
No, I just said it when it came together, and then I went to cook with it. The first 2 or 3 times I cooked with it, before I even launched the videos or anything advertising it, I was just amazed, and I'm like, wow, I did this.
Yeah.
And now ever since it's my bestseller. But then again, people keep coming to me and going, hey, this stuff is awesome. So we started out with all 6-ounce bottles, and that was it. And within the first 5 months, we launched 12-ounce bottles. Well, those took off. Now we've got 4 of our best sellers in 24-ounce bottles.
Nice.
And I'm also happy to say I've got several customers right now, meat markets, that are buying it. I'm getting it to them in 25-pound bulk boxes. They're using it, and some are using the Yardbird, and I've got a couple using the red fajita, and they're seasoning different products and vacuum sealing them, and selling them fresh there in the meat markets. And when the people come in and say, what the heck did you put on here? They point to the bottles over on the shelf and go, that. And so they're not only are they using the stuff in there, they're selling the stuff.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's real nice.
Very cool.
So
I got a Yardbird stuff off the chain, man. I enjoyed it. That's the bottles you sent me. That's the first one I went through. I burned that shit up on all kinds of stuff, but it's really good.
Thank you, Grub.
I did something a little different with the kicking garlic and the Yardbird. I cut up a bunch of chicken and I seasoned it with that, and made it into chicken Alfredo. And let me tell you,
ooh,
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, send me some pictures of that. I'll put in the recipe. I'll put that on the website.
There you go, Johnsy. Get yourself published, son.
Hey, the recipes and the pictures on my website, they come from people like y'all. They come from customers, most of it.
There's probably a chili pic on it. It's probably the best picture of chili you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what?
Hey,
I'm gonna batch of chili.
His chili seasoning performs well. We got 11th in the SCA Ancillary Chili Kickoff, and that was what I used with Redneck Chef Boudreaux's chili seasoning.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, I mean, there was some homemade garden sauce mixed in there, but it was the chili seasoning of choice for sure. So hey man, but Brad, you've also like Grubs. Grubs has been on a couple TV shows. The big one being on Netflix. You've also had been close a couple times, correct? You were actually close to being on the sequel to Grub Show, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep. Yeah, I was. I made it almost to I was at one of the final cuts there, and I almost made it on the show, but didn't quite get there. I was hoping really big. I was praying really hard that I'd get it, but
I was hoping to see the next episode come out in September, but Netflix hasn't said it was. I'm guessing it will, but I could be wrong. But I thought it was going to be out in September of this year.
I heard through the rumor mill that they didn't finish shooting, but I don't know.
Yeah. I guess that could happen.
It'd be a damn shame if it stops. That was a good show.
Because season 2 will always give season 1 a boost.
California Blackout.
The Rolling Brownouts. There you go.
Rolling Blackout got him.
No. My buddy was calling me. Sorry. So
I got a question for. Yeah. So I got a question for our guest and Nombre. So there's a great
South Texas.
There's a really interesting history of the chili queens in Texas and South Texas.
Yeah.
Here
we go.
Do you think any of that influenced your rubs, your style of cuisine, and how you cook?
I just go by what Grandpa and Dad showed me. A lot of Hispanic influences, and then growing into my own and just grasping the barbecue world. No.
Does anyone know what the history of the chili queens in Texas is?
I don't even know what the hell a chili queen is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Do you know, Nombre? The whole time I was like waiting on this big answer, and like nobody had a fucking clue.
Nobody knows.
They probably have them in every county in Texas, South Texas. I mean, they have a damn pageant, and then some young girl goes because chili queen, just like they got the frog queen in Louisiana and the damn crawfish queen.
No, not even close. So
no, mine was buckle bunnies in the rodeo.
Yeehaw.
So the chili queens of Texas are where we get taco shacks and taco trucks from. So you'd have your family come, and the men would go to work, and you're talking the 20s and 30s and the 1900s, right? So the men would go to work, and all of the women would stay home, and they would make lunch and dinner for everybody in mass quantities. They'd make, handmade tortillas. They'd make fresh tacos or whatever. And each different region of Texas, where the migration of different regions of Mexico came from, whether it's, Oaxaca, Sinaloa, whatever, they'd have very distinct regional cuisines. And the abuelas were kind of like the queen of the castle, the grandmas who were passing us down to the younger women in the family to feed everybody. That's what they call the chili queens of Texas. And they have like huge influences on people's cuisines in Texas.
Okay. Well, question for everybody right here.
If Boudreaux and I knew the answer to that, it would have been the same because we're too close to Texas together.
Yeah.
They originated in San Antonio, and we're too close to San Antonio. We would have been like, oh, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, but hey.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to.
Rev's been waiting 2 weeks to ask that question. You guys just ruined it. Just want you to know that.
Sorry.
Don't worry, that pride's looking a little shaky today, bro.
That's like family heritage, what you're describing, all the tias and grandmas. I didn't know that. That's just called a cookout. It's just called a cookout. It's not a.
Hey, Rev, just
Reina de Chile.
that one, please come back.
what you're gonna do is fumble that cigarette to your crotch and burn it.
What cigarette?
Sorry.
Wow, that was really aggressive, buddy.
Now we're back. We're catching.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 55 minutes, but we're getting right where we want to be, fellas. We're getting right where we want to be.
Well, no, Bray, that's the thing. You have all of these different regions of Mexico, and when you have the immigrations to different places, even here in Arizona, we have our own versions of the Chili Queens, and it's very indicative of the restaurants we have here. Like, we have this place up here in northern Arizona called La Fonda's, and it's been run by the same family since they opened it. You know, and they have the same family recipes that, like, someone's tia or abuela brought from Mexico, and it's some of the best Mexican food you'll ever have.
So would this be comparable to like Grandma's Diner up here in Ohio? You know,
pretty much, except way better.
No.
Sorry, man.
No.
La Fonda.
Listen,
Napoleon Dynamite shit.
You don't say that. You don't say that.
Go look up La Fonda's, Flagstaff, Arizona, Johnsy.
It's been on TV.
Oh.
If it's been on TV, then it's way cool.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it on a couple of different shows.
Which means it's played out and corporate sold out. There's corporate
stages now.
Nope.
Yeah, really still have like the cousins working there, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's all family, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
You and Elsa's family. Oh, come on. Nail it. Meet Again Inc. MeetAgainInc.com. Been in the family since the 1970s. $25 nationwide shipping. MeetAgainInc.com. How about that? That was a good one. You know, sometimes you gotta. It's Football Friday. It's kind of sad for me. This is the first time in probably 8 years I'm not doing football season. And tonight's opening kickoff night, and I'm just hanging out with you guys, man. So it's a little different this year.
Hey.
Yeah. Tony, I was said goodbye on that live, dude, last year. I totally remember that.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did a sign off.
Yeah, you sure did.
Man, that was actually really cool.
It was, dude.
I had developed a little bit of a following, and so at the end of the year, I got to do like a 5-minute monologue of me signing off and promoting the Dude Network. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it sure was.
The Rev, always supportive.
I'm pumped up for college football. I tell you, I'm ready
too.
Yeah, let's go.
Roll Tide,
Go Tigers.
Roll
Tigers.
Roll Tide.
We will be at Gamecock Village next Sunday.
Who the hell's gonna roll Tide up in here? Ain't nobody up in here from Alabama. Shit.
Hey, I got family who lived there for a while.
Well, I ain't mad at you about that. I hope they got help, but you know,
they no longer live there.
And now point made.
We've got Alabama in week 2 in Austin.
Yeah, go Tigers. That's right, man.
I'll be cheering for the Horns that week.
Hey, we got the game of the weekend though, because Sunday of the season we actually play on Sunday. LSU and Florida State start the season. That'll be a good game.
That will be a good game.
Go Tigers.
Yeah, man. Brian Kelly's in the house. I hope he's a winner, man. I hope he's a winner down south. He's a winner in the Midwest and up north. So we'll see, man. Yeah. Hey, are you an Ohio State fan?
I like the Buckeyes. I hate their fans. I'll say it. My college school is WVU, West Virginia University.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a softie to the Mountaineers. But
take me home country roads, bro.
So what's that?
Take me home country roads.
That's right. I met the guy that wrote that song once. I was hammered. I was like, did you ever think that you would write a song that would change the state's folklore forever? And he's like, no. I was like, I'm way hammered. I gotta go. I was like,
yeah.
But no, next weekend at South Carolina University, me and Miss Tina, I've been talking to Back Porch Barbecue who gave me some local Carolina gold sauce to give me a little competing advantage against Tina. Tina ain't got that, but I do. And,
hey, that stuff is money.
Oh, dude, this stuff, hang on, I got it right here. I'll show you.
That stuff is money. I got a bottle of that from him a while back. I need to get some more of that. It went quick around here.
Yeah, he gave this to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very runny. It's got kick to it. It's very vinegar heavy based. It's got a little bit of mustard, but there's some red pepper flakes in there that's perfect.
And I'm gonna tell you straight, I'm from Southwest Louisiana, and I've been in the mountains a while. But when it comes to just pulling pork and dipping it in the sauce, that damn yellow mustard, vinegar, so you can't beat that shit, man. I'm telling you, it's
good really
stuff.
Can't.
Pork, God.
But I was
mustard sauce I like.
But I guess the point I was the point I was making though for the game though next weekend, they're expecting like 70 to 80,000 people in Gamecock Village because it's a night game and it's the season opener, and they got expectations. They got this kid from Oklahoma going there now, so like this place is going to be absolutely freaking packed. And I guess night games at South Carolina, they say there's nothing louder, and that's even they're saying louder than Death Valley.
University of South Carolina.
That's their saying. They're saying
SEC?
the night. Yeah, they're saying the night games there are unreal. They say day games are in, but the night games.
I'm gonna tell you else. You might won't get some plugs because if South Carolina scores a touchdown and that damn chicken starts a hawking like they put over the damn intercom in the speaker, that'll make you go deaf, man. That's the most annoying damn thing. Every time they score a touchdown, sounds like they strangling a damn rooster over the damn speaker. It's crazy shit.
Clip it, John Z.
Fun fact: it's the reason Grubs is wearing hearing aids now.
Exactly. Well, and Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge,
No, bro, what happened to your name? Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. That was a good one, dude.
That was
Hey, stupid.
Come on. I didn't know.
That's blasphemy.
I didn't know I could change it.
Yeah, my internet crashed hardcore. I was about to text you like, I'm done.
Oh no, yeah, it happened. I remember that happened to me on the Sweet 16 show, and I was with like 3 head college coaches, and they had to finish the show on their own. It happens.
Hey, speaking of football, you strong on me telling me I'm doing fantasy this year. What's going on with?
Yeah, Wednesday, 31st. Tony is terrible at getting out the invite, but Wednesday, same time as always as we do the show, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. We're going to have some. We got prizes because we're playing for stuff.
Oh,
Evil Genius Beer is getting in on it. They're going to give like a shirt, a sign, and like a 6-pack of beer.
what?
Cleveland Whiskey's getting involved. I know they're going to donate something. Branch is going to get involved.
What?
And of course, we got our good friend Willow. So I'm sure we'll. So
Yeah, you don't have to play, Jonesy. You don't have to play.
I'll get you something.
Oh, you don't.
man,
Don't want
if we have
I'm
a
in.
fallout, hey, we've had our 10 set, but if one falls out, we got you though, because that would even things up. So I got you.
All right.
You'll be the last. You'll be a first alternate.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate you always. Appreciate you wearing that fucking awesome hat too every time you're on here.
I love the hat.
Right?
Well, my wife it turns my wife off, but you know what? I still wear it.
Just got to wear with some spurs.
Yeah.
You're golden, bro.
Hey, ashless chaps and some silver spurs. You'd be right into it.
Nope, just the hat, boots, and spurs, man, for the traction.
Hell, I just grabbed my spurs to my feet. I don't need no boots.
Yeah.
He got the socks off, so you know he's married.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hell, I been married so long, I can come into the bedroom naked with the lights on.
While she's in the bathroom with the door closed?
Yep.
Don't count if she's snoring.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Same
here, man. I've been married 34 years, man. So
it's a miracle. It's a miracle, Grubs.
She needs an award.
somebody could put up with me for 34 years, that's a damn miracle right there.
He deserves it. There's a monument needing to be erected. I mean,
we're gonna put her in for sainthood.
Yes.
Congressional Medal of Honor or something, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
You left her in the trenches taking grenades for 34 years.
Wow. Yeah, because I'm a good cook. That's why she married me. You know.
Oh yeah.
She was looking for a Jewish doctor, but she got a damn cooking coon ass instead. So it all worked out.
She got a coon-eating pitmaster instead. What a lucky lady.
Hey, Grubs, here's to marrying up because we mash in the kitchen, bud.
Hey, who knew? Can a Jewish doctor make sausage out of a raccoon and grill it on a cedar plank?
Well, as long as it's got the blessing by the rabbi.
I mean, why Jewish?
That was like a 3 different things all of a sudden to me. I had flashbacks. He was talking about all that at one time. Yeah. Hey, honestly, out of the wild game, that whole wild game, the raccoon was the worst, honestly, in my opinion. Everything else, palatable, eatable. If you was hungry, you wouldn't care. But the raccoon, that was like, damn, I don't know. I think I just eat some crackers instead or something if you was really hungry, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you'd probably have to go with some really heavy, like rosemary and cumin on raccoon, wouldn't you?
You know, I think if you soaked it in like a vinegar raw egg combination for a while, soaked it, it would break that shit down. It would change the color of the meat. It'd change the flavor. You know?
Or put it in a 2-liter Coca-Cola for 24 hours. That would work too, probably.
Yeah, it would.
Have you ever, duck hunt? Have you ever shot any diver ducks? Oh,
yeah, they taste like shit. They're terrible. Unless you know how to take care of that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. I mean, you've known me, John. I've done the goose breast, soaked them in Coca-Cola before, then did them in cutlets and sliced them up real thin, olive oil, seared them in olive oil with panko, Zatarain's Cajun seasoning. Yeah. But your crawfish oil would be good on them.
Well, Coca-Cola is a good thing because Coca-Cola breaks stuff down. Yeah, I mean, so whatever flavor you add to go with that beside that Coke, because of the citric acid and all the whatever they got in there, it'll break it down. You know, it really will. And wild game, I think it would be decent. You know, vinegar and butter to me is the best for wild game. If you cook it on the grill and you ain't had time to flush it, bleed it, or whatever, and vinegar and butter, total base, that vinegar breaks it down. Butter and to add your salt and pepper and garlic and whatever on top of that. But that's what vinegar's a job, man, when it does that. I mean, it truly is. I'll tell you, have any of y'all ever heard of a recipe called Cornell chicken?
I've heard of it.
Okay, 1963.
Derivative and origination.
Yeah, well, they came out with a recipe in 1963 when they came out and said, we got a chicken for every pot, blah, blah, blah. So everybody gets a chicken. So they tasked this guy, and his name was Dr. Brown at Cornell University, to get these recipes to how to cook chicken. And so this one they came up with is Cornell chicken. And they do it a lot upstate New York and stuff still, but it's like a sauce that they based on it. And it's a vinegar, raw egg, oil, poultry seasoning, salt and pepper type thing. If you look it up. But if you take that same recipe and soak wild game in it, it changes the whole complexity of the meat like you would not believe. 100%, man. Changes the color, the texture, takes all the gameness. It'll blow you away, man. And instead of just using white vinegar, I use half and half of cider and white to do it, you know. But I'm telling you, dude, it is. If you ain't never tried it, it's good on country-style ribs. It's good on killer on chicken. Also squirrels, rabbits, you know, whatever. It's really, really good to do. But it's called Cornell chicken, and it's made as a basting sauce when they're grilling chicken back from the old days. You know?
What is your wild game out there? I don't understand.
Nutra.
There's nothing but wild hog out here. You gotta soak.
No, not where I live. We got squirrels, rabbit, deer, woodchuck. What you want to eat, man? I mean,
bear.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We're talking about soaking duck breasts and goose breasts and
got those too.
Well, I guess you could cheat the geese come up in here, but I don't know what a goose would taste like. Shot up, been eating in the damn wild for a while. I don't know about all that, but I don't think we got no bird seasons up here in North Georgia like that. But you know,
out here, goose, you take the breast out and throw it on the grill, the pan, whatever. There's no how to soak, none of that.
My son duck hunts in Louisiana. We just don't have it up here.
Because it's all that clean air out in California, Johnsy. That's why your geese are pristine. Air.
Okay. All right, Tony, whatever.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that our geese
I'm
are
sorry.
cool. Hey, guys, breaking news. Our geese suck unless they're from California.
You got to detoxify your game. Sorry.
No.
Johnsy, out in California, what do you harvest with? A slingshot, bro?
Yeah. Hey, Maxwell, you know what I'm not grilling this weekend?
With a spit
not
wad.
doing a goose. I'm not grilling this weekend.
Birds with.
What the hell does he mean, go Patriots?
That's what I'm wanting.
Doesn't he know Brady left?
Oh, they got Mac Jones now. They're good to go now.
Wow.
But he wants to know what I'm grilling this weekend. Actually, I'm in the middle of grilling right now. I got a brisket on and a rack of ribs with Chef Boudreaux's rib rub working. And today I did my lunch. I did pork loin, meatloaf, chopped chicken thighs. Sunday I'll probably grill something, but tomorrow's a wedding, so I'm turning in my brisket tomorrow for the lovely folks of that wedding, funeral, wedding, same thing.
Y'all have Manolo for the after party? No, not just a text.
That's for the day after. Come on, that's for the hangover killer, bro.
Yeah.
Well, if you start early, you don't get that bad.
Yeah. Well, if you start early, if you don't stop, it's never too early. I don't understand.
Liquid breakfast.
So I woke up. So true story. I woke up at 2:00 this morning to start the smoker, and I was like, I want to make coffee. I was like, first I need a glass of water. So I opened up the fridge and I saw 3 cold bush lights, and I was like,
same thing, bro.
I was like,
same thing.
I do deserve an award for waking up on time. So I drank all 3 of them bush lights. Then I had my coffee, and
then he fell asleep on the couch.
No, man, I'm still drinking Busch Light. Let's go. I still got it. I'm like I'm in my prime. The barbecue lights got my juices flowing again like the old days. Hey,
remember,
like I said, clean your shitter with the Coca-Cola too. That's a solid track. That's a solid hack.
Remember, bro, you got to drink 41 of those for me.
Hey, if it's got you.
Oh yeah.
If it's got you
drinking,
that's
next Friday, dude.
Are we gonna see another John Deere bite open slam again?
What are we slamming you for this time, Johnsy?
No. You said all this barbecuing is bringing out the old school drinking. Are we going to see another catch from the porch on the deer?
I feel like I had Adley bring me that beer and I chugged it this year. So I feel like that's my one a year. It didn't pop like it should have, but maybe next year.
Dude, you need to get like your smoker stack and just pop the beer and
ooh. I definitely
No.
What if I had like the chimney there and I popped the bottle? Is that what you're saying? Pop the bottle off the chimney?
Or a can, like you bit into it, smash that open and just chug it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm sitting there with like rib covered greasy ass fingers breaking down a brisket, and I'm sitting there holding this beer and I can't like do it, and I'm just like
boom. There it is.
Look at this. Brainstorming as a community. I don't deserve you guys.
Copyrights.
I'd watch it.
All right, so probably gonna be a little bit of a shorter show tonight, but I think this last question is going to take up some time here. Ron, send us out. Is there one thing that you didn't get to try to learn how to cook this year yet, guys? Is there something that you wanted to learn how to do and you haven't got to it, but you still want to get to it maybe next year? Is there something that you had to put off the list, like definitely next year? Rev? I mean,
this is going to take a minute, bro.
All right, you'll go last. Grubs?
Man, honestly, I want to do Korean-style short ribs, Korean-style beef ribs, bulgogi ribs, poaching sauce. I've never done it in my whole damn life. You know, I've been wanting to do like dino ribs, but I can't get them up here anywhere. So I did get some of these other ones through Wild Fork Foods, I believe it was, and they're Korean style. So they're in strips like this, and I've never ever cooked them like that before with the bulgogi style and then the gochujang sauce on them, Korean style ribs. a nice little sticky rice maybe on the side would go with it, you know. So that's what I'm hoping to do maybe this year, but I got them in the freezer now. So, you know, I got at least 6 months where I got to worry about it, you know, but that's one thing I've been wanting to really, really do. Not a homemade goat chain sauce. I got one already in the bottle, but still, you know, smoke them, grill them, sauce them, and then have all the little condiments on the side, the rice, maybe an Asian slaw or something like that, you know.
Man, I tell you what, there's this farmer out at my wife's farmer's market on every Friday, and he's been selling those Korean-style ribs, and I had to ask him, like, are they Korean-style? And he was like an old farmer, and he's like, no, sir, these are American. And I was like, all right, well, these are Korean-style ribs, just for your future.
The way they're cut, yeah.
But he's only been selling for like $2 a pound.
What do you mean? You're talking about like the tablitas, the hotel ribs, the thin sliced?
Yeah, basic. Yeah, they're they're like 3 bone sections and a buzz bandsaw.
Yeah, it's not called Korean.
But you got long strips with little thin bones in it, you know.
He goes, these are our back ribs. I'm like, these are Korean style. He's like, nope, these are American. I'm like, okay.
Whatever.
Like, all right, like, good talk.
That's like one of my favorite cooks.
Yeah, no, okay. So no, but this is why we asked that question though. It's interesting. It's fascinating in different parts of the country as to, you know,
right?
What type of
exactly.
Johnsy, what did you not get to do this year that you were hoping to, or that you might still would like to do yet this year that you wanted to but you haven't?
So hopefully, I don't know if it'll happen this year, but next year I definitely want to get like a big 7 bone rib roast and dry brine it or dry age it for, I don't know, like 45 days or something. Not all of it, but half of it or something. And I also want to like some different stuff, like try doing like my stream. I'm not a big mushroom guy. We're doing something different, but doing it out on the barbecue. Like I did it wasn't a big success, but I did some Turkish tortillas, I think is what they called them. Like basically a Turkish naan bread out on the Weber. I'm just trying to do some different. I mean, I love barbecue, but I like eating other foods too.
Yeah.
Just broaden my horizon is my goal.
Chef? Oh, wait. Oh, we'll skip over you as you smash boudin balls.
Yeah, gator nuts.
Gator testes.
It's really the one thing I really want. 2 things I really want to try to cook, and then really not grilling or barbecue, but I want to learn how to make menudo and crispy tripas. And actually, I just bought some tripas, and I'm going to try my hand at that hopefully this weekend or next weekend. But I've got a little restaurant right up the street from my house, and the wife and I go up there at least every Saturday or Sunday and get the tripas tacos and a cup of menudo. But I'd love to make that at home.
So those tripas you're probably eating are probably deep fried.
Oh yeah.
You should try it in a disco on a wok.
Yep, I need to get one of those.
That's better. That's better than the deep fried. But it gets the itch off, right? Don't get me wrong, because I'll do the same thing. If I'm lazy and I don't want to make 30 pounds of tripas on the disco, I'll just go to the restaurant real quick and eat deep fried and get that itch off. But I've been making tripas on the open fire lately.
Really?
Oh yeah. See, that's my other thing is I want to do some more open fire. I love that stuff you guys doing.
Menudo. Sorry,
I was gonna say I didn't get around to doing any of the charcuterie that I was hoping to do this year.
Menudo, Boudreaux, it's nothing to it, man. Treat it like a soup. You get your panza, you cut it up into bite size. It don't really shrink. Don't let people lie to you. It don't really shrink. What you cut is how big that some bitch is gonna be.
All right.
And once you cut it up, You let it boil. You let it boil. Let it boil. You taste that meat when it melts in your mouth. You know, you're not chewing for an hour. Then you start adding your seasonings. And bada bing, bada boom. Your hominy. You're talking about some good eating.
When do you add Martin though?
What was that? You broke up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If there was a punchline, the internet messed it up for you.
And when do you add the Ricky Martin?
It's the shebang.
She moves.
Oh, it sucks.
Johnsy, the internet tried to bail you out of a bad joke, and you had to double down. I mean,
hey, I am who I am.
Hey, you embrace it, and that's why we love you.
Well, it is what.
Sympathy, love, the same difference.
You are exactly what we thought you are, and we let you off the hook. But
wow, okay.
That's a Dan reference. If you don't know football, you don't know.
Project Child, I get it. Okay.
What you say, doggy style? What do you say?
Oh man, come on, Johnsy, Callie.
Jesus Christ!
Do you two need to get a room?
I don't know. I'm feeling like I need a shower. I can tell you.
Good, got it.
Good dadgummit.
Guys, hey, I got to get off here. I got to go bring the dogs in before they tear up everything.
All right. Pleasure meeting you.
Hey, Grubs, good to see you again. Johnsy, Nombre.
Appreciate it.
Hey, in 2 weeks, I'm coming back down to Woodsboro. We need to meet up, man. Have a cold beer and talk shop.
What weekend's that? Because I'm going to be in Bernie in a couple of weeks.
Well, hell, I live in San Antonio, so shit. When you come up this way, holler at me.
All right.
Tony, thank you, sir. Appreciate y'all very much.
You. Take care, my friend.
All right, bye.
So fellas, there's a new grill I want as my Cletus is in production. I want to get a Schwanker grill.
A who?
A Schwanker grill. Grubs, you know what a Schwanker grill is?
No.
It's the German style where they like toss it over the fire and it rotates and it just like on a pendulum and it just swings back and forth over the fire and it low cooks. It's how they do their pork and chicken in Germany.
Wow.
It's like a low and slow, but it like this wafts back and forth.
Is it it's open?
Yep. It's like a low and slow. It's like on a pendulum, man. It's like this swings back.
Are you building a fire out log and shit in a circle underneath it and it's staked to the ground or something?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you, I'm that open fire cooking, like that dude, Sheriff Barbecue down in Brazil and those guys, what they got going on down there, that cooking is impressive as hell, man. I mean, your temperature, you can, control temperature when you got open breezes and all this stuff, but I see them with just rows and rows of charcoal lined up in a circle and all these animals stuck on there from fish to pigs to what have you lined up. It's amazing to me. It's amazing.
Did you see what Nombre and he was doing out in Bernie last year with Al Fergoni and all those guys? A fat open fire meetup.
Yeah, it was real big.
Yeah.
Cooking all kinds of that Nombre does. He's been a part of some really cool stuff.
That's impressive.
Fire stuff.
I did have a funny here for us. Oh, we got the.
Is it set on a pendulum, electric, so it makes it swing back and forth?
No, you have to like poke it with a stick, but the heat also helps push it. When it comes in, it gets exposed to heat, so it keeps that momentum going because it's blowing into the heat.
So I have a question real quick about that. Is that so? It's like on a tripod, essentially, right? Is it just like essentially like a Weber grate, or is it like a big?
Yes.
Because Bogo do it like in a big cooker thing too.
No, you do it. It's on like a big grate, and then like the hooks hang on the grate, and then that grate's what you push.
I essentially built myself one of those because I use it for my Dutch oven over open fire. And I have a grate that I throw over that. I didn't know.
So basically, if you would attach the grate to it and just keeps pushing it and swinging it, like she gave me this seasoning. The wife's friend, who's like an airline attendant, she brought it back for me from Germany, and Rev is hanging out here, and basically it's But how they do it is they do like a pork butt, and then they cut it into pork steaks. They'll do a layer of pork steaks. They'll do like a layer of onions, and then they'll do cognac on it, and then like a dusting of the Schwanker seasoning, which is like basically Tina's seasoning plus paprika and chili.
Okay.
Chili pepper. So it's got that redness tint to it, but it's got that European, very herbal flavor to it.
Kick too.
And then they'll do another layer of pork, another layer of the Schwanker, cognac, white onions, and they'll let it set for like 5 days and marinate for 5 days before they'll cook it.
Oh.
So I was thinking instead of cognac, making like bourbon, like put some Cleveland whiskey in it, and let that do its thing. Yeah. Because they got that sugar maple. They got that sugar maple bourbon. I think that would be a good American twist on the Schwanker. Because you know me, I gotta fuck with everything.
Man, I don't mean to laugh, but every time you say Schwanker, I keep on hearing Waynesville. Schwang.
Down in Texas, all right.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth.
Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. And we're clear. And we're back. And yeah. So that's something I would like to learn next year. I'd like to get, I think you can get like a basic ass 18-inch one with like a little tin, like you can put like some Fogo in or some jerk or something. Not jerk. Jesus. Definitely not jerk. Some Fogo or meathead. Some meathead. That's the one. Fuck jerk. I'm sorry. Meathead.
Jesus.
I said what I said.
It's out there.
It's out there. Right. I got text messages. I'll win that one. I guarantee I'll win that one. There's a paper trail to back my case. Any Hooters. Yeah, Nombre ate that octopus. Yeah, that was a good one.
How was it?
Ooh, an eye camper.
So the tentacles are good. What he's referring to is for shits and giggles, I grabbed the whole octopus head. I took a bite of that son-of-a-bitch. I mean, I try to keep a poker face for that video. As soon as I could, I spit right there. As soon as my wife put the phone down, that was horrible.
I like how Mel Dark Side of the Grill was like watching the background, like, oh
yeah. He's like, idiot. That's why I didn't cut that up. I was like, yeah, I should have deep fried that son-of-a-bitch.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
The tentacles were really good, or what?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Well, fellas, hey man, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I did get a confirmation during the show from Arnie.
Yeah. Grubs left the building.
In about 10 minutes,
every week, bro.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know. There's no shine tonight. I think we're all right. But no. Next Friday, I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to have a live concert. We're going to see. I'm going to be on the road. So I'm sure you guys can help. Nice jobs. Smooth move, X-Lex. Saw that, Nombre. I saw it. Oh, he can bust balls. He can't take it. That's cool. Real mature.
What did I do? My earphone fell out.
So next Friday,
I'm confused.
I thought we were all friends here.
I'm confused. The earbud fell out.
John Z, you Benedict Arnold. I had him on.
Are you fucking kidding me, Benedict?
I came to your aid, and you shit over my chest. What a joke. Right?
No.
So I don't know what's going on next Friday yet. I know I got all you guys here. I'm sure we're all going to work together, put together a really good show as always. I just don't know where the hell I'm going to be at next Friday. It's not going to be in the kitchen because we got the big event next Saturday night with Tina. But really looking forward to that. Grubs, you're back. We're getting ready to sign off here. But yeah, so really appreciate you guys hanging out here with us tonight. The Rev. Glad we got to dive into that big brain of yours tonight. Nombre. Appreciate you, man. You're living your best Texas life tonight. You're welcome for that. John Z, sorry you had to deal with not one but two people from Texas on the show tonight. Grubs, I appreciate you just being fucking awesome. That's all.
Hey, Tony, man, have a good time next weekend, man. Hey, kick ass and take names.
Wait, we got to get Tina to get that Dude Network We got to make it happen.
What?
Yeah, we do.
There we go. Well, she's going to get that on her lower back and a henna tattoo if I beat her both times. But if she beats me both times, I have to wear a pearl necklace for a month on this show. So fingers crossed for me, boys.
Hypothetical. If one of the guys was to get the Dude Network tramp stamp, what's in it for that member?
I don't know.
Permanent embarrassment.
Not that I'm interested, but I might be interested.
Hey, it's the pain of the tattoo. What's in there? Brotherhood, bro. Brotherhood.
Might as well make a dream come true.
Hey, I know somebody can do one if you're ever in North Georgia.
The dream would come true for me.
I thought we almost went through the whole show with that.
Oh, we were this close.
No luck on that one, hombre.
Well, hey, you guys have a good rest of your weekend.
Johnsy, I'll come up with something good for you, bro. If you actually go through with it.
Well, Johnsy, trust me, we'll figure something out, man. Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Oh, I was walking.
Grubs got some picanha. Maybe we can mail you. Grubs, would you say if picanha gets you the arm tat, does a brisket get you the lower back tat?
Look, real quick before we sign off.
Under the breast tat.
Ooh, under the man boob.
Yeah, do that one, Johnsy, because think about it. You're going to get a tattoo.
I don't have a lot of.
Oh, come on.
Oh, nombre. Yep. Yes,
Wait,
sir.
think about it. It's going to say the Dude Network.
Breast.
So when you bend over and someone sees it's the Dude Network, they're like, "How you doing, Clarice?" You know, it ain't gonna be good. Cause that's the Dude Network down there.
Hold up. Like married, been with her for 15 years. Like the kids say, YOLO.
All the cool kids are saying it. YOLO. No, man.
Dude Network rocks.
You rock, Grubs.
You are a rock star, Grubs.
You rock, Nombre. Yeah. You're pretty cool. Johnsy, you're all right.
All the dudes are cool.
No, I love you, Johnsy. You know that. I love you too, Nombre. You guys are all I'm just happy to have all of you guys in my life, man. You guys are awesome. Happy to have you here on Friday nights.
All right.
We'll talk
Kick ass, Tony, next week. You know, get it together, focus, man. You got to be all up in here with that meat right here.
I need you next Friday, man. I need your spirit, man. I need the spirit of the raccoon to go into next Saturday. So I need you next Friday.
You right here with the meat.
Yeah, Perky. Me and old Perky, we got some business to
oh, God damn.
Y'all have a great weekend, man.
All right, you guys too. All right, everybody. We'll see you when we see you.
Mike.